Okay, so it's time for me to set up the stream for part 2 of Catherine. So let me just send out little notifications that I'm actually going live. So just sending it to Twitter and Discord and whatnot in order to announce my arrival. It sounds a little arrogant now that I think about it. It sounds like I'm about to sound trumpets, like, here I am, pay attention to me. But I guess that's how it works, right? So, I'm just going to tweet out here. And it's a little less boring once I'm preparing now that I've got that royalty-free music that can fill in the blanks for me. What a treat, right? So, almost finished sending out my things. It won't take long. Okay, so I'm good to go. Alright, so, what type of intro should I do this time?
Jamie_2D is now live. Streaming Catherine.
I wonder if
Part
even an
02,
intro would be
normal
necessary
mode.
at this
I pick
point.
IRL answers 18 plus.
At
The
this point, if you're
13th of
watching my
December,
stream, you got to know me a little bit. So, you know what? You know what? Fuck the intro. Fuck the intro. Honestly, I don't need an intro anymore. Stay real. As you can tell, alright, if you don't know anything about Catherine, Catherine is a 18 plus game that
Blue Boy
engages in a
Blitz.
lot of
Best
subjects.
intro.
Yeah, fuck the intro. I'm happy to have you, Blue. So gracious of you to stop by. How have you been? Did you sleep well? Did you take your multivitamin yet? So, as you already know, since you watched me play Catherine in
Blue
the first
Boy
part,
Blitz. Blue Heart, I slept really well, thank you. And yes, I
Oh,
did,
yeah?
thank you.
I'm glad your new box spring brings you some joy. Oh, you're welcome. Just to fill you in on why I'm asking that is because I'm trying to give a little bit of advice for Blue not to feel like shit all the time. We suspect it's because of malnutrition, so I suggested to get a multivitamin. Well, I figured because, well, if Blue is a little bit like me, 100% of your diet is
Hello.
garbage. And that's
Blue
really
Boy
hard to
Blitz.
change,
I've
honestly.
had a lot of energy the last few days.
Hey, Jawi. So gracious of you to stop by. So nice. How have you been? I know you just woke up not too long ago. Oh yeah, Blue? Tell me all about it. Tell me how different you feel. You feel like standing up more often? You feel like walking? So, you're in for a treat today. I'm going to continue. Catherine,
_the_goose.
you woke up at
I
5
woke up
p.m.
5
Oh my
p.m.
god, after a 12-hour
Blue Boy
stream,
Blitz.
it's not surprising
Yes,
that
I
you would be
often
that
am pacing
trained.
during D&D games now.
Pacing during D&D games, huh?
Joy_the_goose.
That's really nice.
I was going to watch Mandalorian, but I want to watch you happy
Oh,
smiling.
thank you. You're putting priority on me compared to the Mandalorian. Wow. Nice to know that $1 million production can't can't match up to the type of entertainment that I give. Absolutely. I agree with that.
Joy_the_goose. Also,
Aw,
Google Play stole
your
my money
money.
for Netflix and spent it to resub
Hey,
on
thank
Twitch.
you.
Skeptical smiley.
Thank you,
77.
SMS.
Hello, gonna lurk here for
I'm
a while.
glad that
3.
you thought about little old me. I hope you're doing fine. And that your streams are doing great. And I love how you said, hey y'all! So, I'm gonna start this real quick. There's already a question aligned for you in the chat. Because you need to answer... You need... you need to help me answer this, okay?
SMS 77. My streams.
Aww.
As dead as ever. LUL.
You know what? I really enjoyed watching you during the times that I did. Honestly. I think I really like your voice. So, let's enter the confessional here. It's time to answer another question about relationships.
Hey.
I know. Sit down.
Ah, that little kid. I know, sit down. I swear.
I can't believe you didn't fall to the spike traps. That was fun to watch. I suppose you're different from the other sheep who stop here and wait for morning. Afraid. Waiting for destiny to save them.
Nah, I think they're climbing too.
Only make me suffer longer.
This is the fourth
This
question.
is the fourth
Have you ever
question.
gotten so excited you got a bloody nose?
Have you... Have you ever gotten a bloody nose from excitement? Did it ever happen to you? Just like the original Dragon Ball. Oh yes,
Joy_the_goose.
it already happened to you?
SMS your streams have more viewers than me, so
I didn't know that was a thing.
Joy_the_goose.
Oh, Jawi, you also had?
Blue Boy Blitz.
Huh, it
I
never
have not
happened to
actually.
me. It didn't happen to Blue, but it happened to Jawi, and... how do you...
forgotten. Butts.
No guard. Hey! So you're the tiebreaker. I was wondering who would determine the tiebreaker. So you have to answer this question. So, ever gotten a bloody nose from excitement? There's a lot of pressure on your shoulders all of a sudden, no guard.
Maybe more from stress, but from excitement.
Nope, didn't happen?
No,
Okay. So-
forgotten. Nope.
You know what? Just for the lols. Yes.
This one?
There you go.
And that's
Oh,
your
Vincent, you're going towards the
being
red.
honest.
Hey. Did all the other guys
By the
here
way,
have the same
Nogard,
place
how
that
have
kept
you
them in here?
been?
This is not the time to be worried.
So
about
gracious
the
of you
other
to
sheep.
stop by.
Not if you want to survive. Listen.
I'm
I
glad
can
to
hear
have
the
you
voice
along,
of the one
and
trying to take
I'm
your
glad
life
that you
tonight.
got one of your waifus in Genshin Impact. She's really cool, honestly. Such amazing character designs with the spikes, and the guitar, and the fire, and the spiky hair. Like, little pigtails, spiky pigtails. So, how does it feel? Look at that. The vast majority of people don't get nosebleeds out of being excited. So Jawi and SMS are really special. Look at that. Small population, small percentage of the population actually answered well. Very unique. I knew I had unique viewers. I'm so shameless sometimes. Okay, the final floor of the
This is
torture
the final
chamber.
area for
Let's
tonight.
go.
Use the terrain to your advantage and avoid attacks.
Okay. So, I'm aiming to get a gold trophy.
Blue Boy Blitz. I mean, I'm
You're
here,
here,
aren't I?
absolutely.
Blue Heart.
Oh, look at that. Ah! Okay. Look at that nightmare.
What the fuck
Jeez.
is that?
Oh god. Get me away from it, whatever it is. Edge, edging. Edge. Come on. Let's go up real quick.
It's a giant butt.
It's a giant butt. Yes. So, I'm doing great. Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, underscore forgotten. I had to rush to the toilet. What did you ask about Zinyan? Punk rock waifu.
Oh, okay. I think I'm not doing so great in this puzzle. So. Ah! Okay. I didn't get it on the first try. But. Let's go. Let's do it. God. This is so stressful. I love it. Gives me the heebie-jeebies at the same time. You had to rush to the toilet. Oh. Punk rock waifu. I was asking. I was just doing praises. I love the character design. Genshin Impact sure has a lot of interesting characters, honestly. How do I do this one? Why can't I go left?
Underscore forgotten.
It's like
Yes.
inverted right now.
Even when she is not max level yet, she does pretty okay damage.
Oh! Isn't she primarily a support?
Joy underscore
Uh-oh!
underscore
Uh-oh! I was hit by the
Rocco
hearts!
Dialect, Tunko
So
from
I'm...
Smiley.
Inverted controls. Ah, I see. So, let's go. There's a checkpoint right there. I'm doing great. Oh no, what the heck? So I have got inverted controls. Oh my
Novid
god.
Underscore forgotten. She hits harder than Dialect. Joy.
She hits harder than Diluc? Are you serious?
Joy underscore
That's quite a feat.
Rockojo Dialect.
Ah! Oh no! Oh, that broke my heart. Rocker girl, Diluc. I can only imagine Diluc in a punk rock outfit like Avril Lavigne. Oh god. Actually, that would be pretty
Blue Boy
cool.
Blitz.
Diluc is a little handsome.
At least you got a checkpoint.
Yeah, I got a checkpoint, absolutely. But this is a boss battle after all. It's to be expected. And I want to start from the beginning. No cheaties. I want to have the gold. That's the only way to get all the gold statues. It's to restart from the beginning and to never use the checkpoint. So, rip checkpoint, am I right? Uh-oh.
Underscore forgotten. On my path to get my Zinyan-chan, I maxed Wolf Boy Razor.
It's a little dangerous to go there while I have the heart status, so I had to wait for a second. Okay, I think I'm clear. I'm just gonna take this block, go over here, go on the side, and I need to go up here. And I'm back where I was. I'm still fine. I thought I was still fine. I don't think I am anymore. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yes! I think I didn't get hit this time. Okay. I am on a roll! On a bread roll. So I'm just going to push this. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. What do I do here? Okay. God. This is a little tricky. Throw this away. Oh my god. I'm still doing good. Holy hell. Oh no, I got hit. What do I do? What do I do? Reverse controls. Okay. Up is down. Oh god, that's so annoying.
Fun fact, all characters have a dish they can make a special version of. Xinian, her dish is spiced chicken, which becomes so spicy the plate catches fire.
Oh really? Oh my god. Wait, I need to pause this a second. Because something's stealing... I think my Chrome is stealing focus of the game. Give me a second.
Joy
Nasty, nasty
_the_Chrome.
Chrome. How dare you
They
hog all
also
the
give
RAM
you
and
that
do
dish
that.
when they have a birthday.
By the way, how do you pronounce GIF? How do you guys and gals, pronounce GIF or GIF?
SMS 77.
Mm-hmm.
GIF. No good
GIF, not
underscore
GIF.
forgotten. Yes, hard G.
Hard
Joy
G.
underscore
Okay.
underscore goose. GIF, not GIF.
So I'm just going
No
to...
good underscore the underscore forgotten.
Oh no no no!
Graphic something something.
Oh well.
May you rest in peace. Oh,
Now's not the time to be dead.
It hurts. It hurts, but I have to do it from the beginning. I want to have the gold. I'm not playing hard mode, I'm playing normal mode, so I can have the gold. My pride is on the line. My Catherine pride. I have to do justice to this game. I bought it twice. No, I bought it 3 times. I bought the regular edition for PS3. I found the limited edition with the special t-shirt and boxers at an anime con, so I bought it for Xbox 360. And in order to stream it easier, I bought it for PC. So I have to have a gold. I have to have a gold one. So I'm just gonna go here. Down here. I guess I could just push this. Oh boy. 23 step. Okay. So we find here. Did I dodge it? I did! Oh my god, I'm a genius sometimes. Like 0.00000% of the time. And I deserve that. Oh my god. So I'll allow myself to start from the beginning twice again. Then if I don't, I'll just do it from checkpoint. Deal? Deal. That's a nice, reasonable deal right there. I made up the contract. Okay, this nightmare butt is shooting hearts while I'm trying to climb this in order to survive, or else I'm gonna wake up and in real life I'm gonna be some giant raisin. Some giant wrinkly raisin. Oh my freaking god, did I dodged it. Okay.
For D&D.
Alright, I got it. Alright, I got it.
Oh no, 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 no. You may have to disappear for D&D. Oh, you have 3 campaigns? How dare you cheat on us like that?
Alright, I got it.
Just kidding. You can have as many campaigns as you want.
Blue Boy Blitz.
No guilt whatsoever.
Blue Boy Blitz.
Alright, I got it.
Okay, listen. Blue Boy Blitz.
Oh,
LOL.
okay. I got hit, so I gotta be extra careful, or else I'm gonna die. Edge, edge. Oh no, 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 no. Uh-oh, no, I am dead. Ah! Alright, last try from the beginning, or else I'm gonna restart from the checkpoint each time.
The immoral beast has appeared. It's the kid.
The butt got me! The butt consumed me! The butt swallowed me whole. The butt wanted to skip all of the digestion possible and just go straight for the booty. Did I get hit? No, I didn't. Okay. I don't want to get absorbed by a nightmare fuel here. I don't want to donate my body in order to please this otherworldly creature. So, reverse controls really fucks me up. Fuck. Okay, so I got the checkpoint anyway, so I got nothing to fear, nothing to doubt. Just like that one song.
If you argue regarding
If you argue
the
about the abbreviation, you have to say it as GIF.
Fun fact.
Because it's
the
a
creator
graphics
pronounced
something
it just for the sake of making fun
information,
of the
I
peanut
believe.
butter brand
Graphics
GIF.
information something.
Alright, I got it.
Graphics information format, I believe.
Alright, I got it.
You want this?
Alright, I got it.
Ah! Okay, so I'm gonna restart from checkpoint. No problem. It's right there anyway.
Not the time to be dead.
Okay. Up there. The coins. Get hit.
SMS 77.
Do get hit.
Graphics interchange format is the fully spelled out.
Graphics interchange format. I see. Huh. Thank you. And what does JPEG? What does the J in JPEG stand for? Oh, I shouldn't have undone it so far. Because the boss just goes up again. So I'm gonna restart it from checkpoint. No problem. God, that was close. Okay, fuck the points. Let's finish this. Fuck the points. Fuck the points. I didn't get hit. Okay.
Alright, I got it.
Right. I got it. Got it right there. Do this. Go up here.
Alright, I got it.
SMS
Can I
77.
push this here?
That would be joint photographic experts group named after the
There
group
you
that created
go.
the file format.
Told you so. Joint photographic experts group. Whoa, that's really interesting. Huh. So that's the origin story. Thank you. Joint photographic experts group came up with the compression so good. I mean, it must be a bunch of scientists that came up with a group name like that. I mean, how more deliberate can you get than Joint Photographic Experts Group? Great escape! Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hell yeah! Hail to the thief, baby.
Congratulations.
I got the bronze prize
No
because I used the damn
underscore
checkpoint, but
forgotten.
still, I got a prize
In the
anyway.
wise words of Homer Simpson,
Nerd! I think we all are nerds. Everyone that's present here, me plus the 5 viewers, all nerds. Am I right?
SMS 77.
Catherine?
Nah, I just know how to use search engines.
Oh.
Tongue poking smiley.
What the fuck?
What the
Her
fuck?
Again?
Her again?
Shit.
So you cheated again, Vincent. How dare you?
Think of something. Sorry. Did I say something?
Catherine.
I did?
Catherine.
Well,
It's okay. But it's a bit embarrassing.
it is?
You haven't called me by my name before.
Oh, so
Your name? Catherine?
so Vincent's girlfriend is Catherine with a K, and she is Catherine with a C.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, are you angry with me?
Oh ho ho!
Coming by out of the blue.
Wait. So she just crashed here? Well, I'm more surprised than angry.
Oh my god, he's so thirsty.
I thought you'd want to see me, Vincent.
Whoa, hey.
What a tease!
No good
I kind of
underscore
like her
underscore
attitude.
Forgotten. And then there's Catherine with a Q and everyone's favorite,
Last night-
Catherine,
Catherine with a D.
It's the first time I've ever
Well,
done-
that's very accurate given the circumstances of Catherine with a Q.
Joy underscore the underscore
wait.
goose.
What did I do?
You
XD.
gonna make me say it? You're so
Whoa, wait,
cheeky.
okay, time out.
Time out, time out. Vincent needs to,
10 seconds.
Okay, look,
Oh, he can do it in 10 seconds.
Hmm? Because I like you.
No good underscore the underscore
Erica, best
forgotten.
girl.
Vincent.
Absolutely.
But Erica best
What do
girl.
you think about me?
Look at those
I
eyes.
think you're really cute.
Really cute, that's
Joy
it?
underscore the underscore
else?
goose.
What else?
There's also
Catherine.
my own
Catherine?
canon, which is Catherine with K and F.
I'm kind of jealous of you. You seem to live however you want.
See?
Kilowatt 8343.
Kind of jealous. Oh, I've been spammed.
Isn't
Wanna
it?
I'm
become
famous.
Vincent.
By followers Creamy
I'm
and
famous enough to get
60
spammed
WS
now,
on
apparently.
https
Bigfollows.com.
glck.ru/r9gqv bigfollows.com Ab 1632 BFD90.
There's something I gotta tell you.
Wanna become famous?
Oh,
By
Oh,
followers Creamy
fuck.
and 60
Oh, fuck.
WS on https://
Look at that.
clck.ru/r9gqv bigfollows.com SMS 77. Oh, those stupid spam bots again.
Yes. Stupid spam bots, indeed. But
SMS
that's okay.
77.
Come
Yeah, you'll
on.
want to throw that domain
It's
big
true.
follows
I
into
could
your list of
use that in
blocked
my
words
Stream
and just
Elements
block
bot.
those accounts.
Thank you.
You think
I'll
you
remember
have
that for
enemies?
for next time.
yes.
Quit joking around and listen. This
So
is really
Catherine,
important.
just to fill you in,
This month,
SMS.
I'm running really late.
That is Vincent's girlfriend, stable girlfriend since a long time. And she's just announcing that she thinks she's pregnant. And Vincent at this point cheated on her
Say
twice.
something.
Sorry.
And Catherine, the current girlfriend, is talking about marriage also.
Thinking.
So marriage and having a baby, and just cheated on her twice.
Responsibility. What do you mean? Marriage? Children? Change?
So that's the whole
underscore
plot.
the underscore forgotten. Well, did he bear back her?
True, Nogar,
We
true.
get no context here.
We didn't have the spicy details like that.
Great.
So you're happy. That's good to hear. To be honest, I
She's
was a little
really
worried.
cute though.
Sounds
Even if
like
she's a
Charlie
drag.
Sometimes.
Oh, don't worry about me. I mean, yeah, it's surprising, but it's not like you're sure of anything yet, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh, she's sure about having a baby, huh?
Go ahead. Answer it.
Okay. Hello?
Nogad underscore the
Oh
underscore
no,
head.
Catherine is calling?
She needs to dye her hair.
Oh
Any
my
color
god,
will
Catherine
fit
with
her
a C
better
is
than
calling.
his.
Hey, I'm in the area. You think we can meet up?
Oh.
That's going to be a little difficult.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult. I'm currently with my stable girlfriend, Catherine.
Where are you right now?
Joy underscore the underscore goose. Catherine vs Catherine.
To call right now.
Joy underscore the underscore
that?
goose.
Hello?
Fight.
You're breaking up.
So,
What was that?
look how awkward.
Just a call from work.
Just a call from work.
Had a bug, but it got cut off.
He works in IT, so that's why he talks about bugs.
Not that. Your phone. Did you get another one?
Huh? Oh, this. Yeah, the new model came out last week, so...
It hasn't been that long since you got your old one. You could have still used it. Didn't you buy a new computer a little while ago, too?
Oh my god. Are you trying to... She's trying to ration how he's spending his damn cash.
You know
Hey.
Right?
Right. Sorry.
Not even married yet, but already
okay,
dictating
Nogad
how he
underscore
should
the
spend his
underscore
money.
forgotten.
After all, I might have to take
Girl,
maternity
we can
leave.
spend our
Yeah,
surplus how we want.
might.
Well, I understand
We'll
concern
get
in
back to work
general,
after
but
having the baby.
I
We'll
mean,
just have to split up the housework, okay?
at that point,
You can't
is a
throw your
little
clothes
too much.
everywhere
Just
anymore.
looking out, just having your back is different than trying to completely
It's a job to get you
change
to
your
see
habits, you know?
It's a man's job to stay safe as long as possible. I'm gonna curse
SMS 77.
She is
Dang,
pretty
she
demanding.
sounds pretty demanding.
So you need to make sure you're saving up.
So you get the premise of the plot, right?
All your late night drinking isn't
That
cheap, you know.
you can go for a stable life
So I'll be handling all
and
the
predictable
bank accounts.
and have less freedom, or a chaotic one that's less attached.
Well, that voice.
Listen to me.
I'm listening. My stomach hurts really bad. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Vincent, you've been acting weird today.
And you haven't? Catherine, you have been acting mega weird. Wow.
SMS 77.
Is this the smoke?
Hello,
Abandoned
she
ship.
is not a good relationship.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Think this abandon
SMS.
ship
You've got
immediately.
This
to
run
do
is
with
currently
search for a
going
child.
for the other Catherine, by the
I'll
way.
ask my parents when they'll be available.
So, you might like the ending. Back to that bar where all of your friends hang out, plus best
Blue
girl
ball blitz.
Erica.
Ha, those bot accounts were insta-deleted after the reports.
I mean,
Really?
nothing's set in stone.
Thank you, Blue, by the way.
What'd you tell her?
Who's the father?
Told her I was happy to hear about it.
Hey, Blue.
Look like you're happy at all.
This is all getting too much.
Blue, I
for me.
trust you.
Joy underscore the underscore goose.
Congrats, bud.
God, I didn't knew this game is going to so complicated. Like, you know, Vincent did wrong, but also you see that his GF is a bitch.
Exactly. That's what's
Joy
compelling
underscore
about
underscore
the
goose.
whole narrative of this
It's
game.
not black
It's
and white.
it's a gray area. Exactly.
Hey, you guys.
There's no clear-cut winner in there.
SMS 77.
Erica.
Cheer up.
Yeah, Twitch had to deal with those for a few months now. So as long as you mention the domain in the report, the accounts are pretty
BigFollows.com.
much guaranteed to be gone within 15
Never
minutes.
had one of those before. Yeah, I can't
Blue,
see it.
by the way,
Yeah,
if you can make it to every one of my streams,
Just because of the way you two grew up. So,
I can make you a mod.
what's this
I
weird
trust you.
dream you said you had. We'll listen to you tonight.
Weird dream?
Why am I asking now? I really can't remember.
Hey,
anyway.
thank you, SMS.
I was being chased.
So gracious of you to follow.
Scary.
Sounds common to me.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah, and you feel like you didn't get any sleep at all that night, right?
Excuse me.
Erica's color
What are you doing
palette.
here?
Oh,
You people
No
know
good
There goes the
underscore the
bartender.
underscore
the
forgotten.
reason.
We
you're
trust
taught
no
as
good
a
as far as
child
we can toss
to
him,
count
which
sheep
isn't
so
very
you'll fall
far. The
asleep
fat
is-
fuck.
Yeah.
Joy underscore
I'm just
the
taking into
underscore goose.
consideration that Blue has a more
Hey,
a
another rum and cola.
more
please?
accurate time zone.
Joy underscore the underscore
You know what I mean?
All
goose.
the old farts like him.
Self-burn.
Not all of us. Anyway, you're having these weird dreams because you're cheating.
Yeah, I get that. But
Besides, Catherine might be pregnant, right?
don't
Erica.
need to remind me
Erica, you're too pure for this world,
Racist
Erica.
instincts to cheat. Here you
No
go.
good underscore the
I
underscore
wish Erica
forgotten.
was a choice.
I
Didn't
know,
even add her
but
as a
got
choice
to get
when
at least one self-deprecation
they came
in
out-
the stream.
Fun while you
they
still
came out
Joy
with
underscore
Catherine
the
full
underscore
body.
goose.
Please.
Who cares about Tim
Yeah,
reasons?
time zones.
Sleep is for losers.
Yes, at least one self-deprecation in per stream. You measure your worth with the self-insults per hour. you need to you have an upkeep. So,
Joy
Toby's
underscore
really
the
into
underscore
Erica,
goose.
by the way.
Scythe.
So I guess they're
A
taking
scythe?
applications from the general public for these science tours? Oh,
Did you mean to spell out simp?
way too much. My paycheck? I can't even afford a down payment.
And boy, do I have a deal for you.
I'd rather put all of my savings into lottery tickets than invest in one of your crazy schemes.
Joy
Oh, I love
underscore the
Johnny's
underscore
voice.
Goose. Self-insults per
You
hour.
two hadn't met at the reunion.
Self-insult. Oh, yeah. Already forgot.
At a time's a waste of effort. None of us have the future we thought we would when we were kids.
Yeah, that's...
No good
So
underscore
none
the
of
underscore
us
forgotten.
really have the
Let's
future
all
that
sing
we
Jamie
thought.
Lee's song. Everyone donate to me.
Simping.
S-I-M-P-I-N-G.
S-I-M-P-I-N-G. So none of us have the future we thought we would want. None of us have the future we thought we would when we were kids. So this is really true. I find that this is really true for me too.
No good underscore the underscore forgotten.
Is it true for you?
No one does.
No one does, right? So this is a question that actually affects the choices. So I'm just gonna give in to the chaos. So that's true. It is unpredictable. That's true.
Joy
There you
underscore
go.
the underscore
Going
Goose.
slowly towards Catherine,
That's
huh?
true.
With a
Gotta
C.
start preaching.
Hey, I'm just a stray sheep in the field of life too.
A stray sheep.
That's Vince.
And that's the name of the bar. What a coincidence, right?
Really gone astray.
I never thought you'd be one to
Puns.
cheat in the first place.
I can't believe it myself either.
SMS 77. And here I sit living the average
Privileged white male life. I pretty much also have a privileged white male life too. Honestly.
Still, you're a better man than me.
Johnny?
Better, or just more appealing to be around.
Oh my god.
An
More
asshole than you.
Oh my god. I guess she's straight to the point. Oh my god. Just more appealing to be around, because you're less of an asshole.
Looks like
Wow.
it's gotten real for you, huh? You two have been together a while. It's about time.
Congrats
like
on having a kid.
things have
Let's do
gotten
something to
real for
celebrate.
you.
It's not for
Huh.
sure yet. She said
Well, she wouldn't tell you unless she was
She wouldn't
really
tell
sure.
you unless
You're
she
gonna
was
do the
really
right
sure.
thing, right?
gonna do the right thing.
Joy
right?
_the_goose.
So I'm gonna say wait a
I
minute.
just have a life, not bad but not good either. XD.
Hold on,
No good
Johnny.
_the_forgotten. That Erica booty in the background.
You just have a life,
distracting
not
me.
bad, but not
Also
good
them
either.
Bader's beer grannies.
Go drink some chocolate milk, kid. Toby.
You got mail.
The Erica booty in the background distracting you. That's absolutely legit. Erica needs to be one of the choices for, like, Catherine 3 or something. Badass beer grannies. Yeah, badass beer twin grannies that are a little creepy on the side, honestly. Give me the heebie-jeebies. So I got a bronze. Yeah, whatever. I want to text out. For the next Catherine, we should be able to text in the cutscenes. We can only reply. I know there's a lot of choices already, but, you know, would be fun. I'm sure Atlas is watching this stream. That's totally a thing.
Well, milk goes with everything.
Milk goes with
You know,
everything.
I take it back, Toby.
Toby, my boy.
Man, come on.
I'm a man, come on. Okay, Toby, tell me a little bit more about your day. Okay, Toby.
I cannot get enough of Erica's thighs.
I cannot get enough of Erica's thighs.
You got mail.
You got mail. Welcome.
Chief doesn't talk
You
about
got
his girlfriend,
mail.
does he?
He did say that he didn't plan to marry her, huh?
He did say
No
he
good
didn't plan to marry her.
_the_forgotten.
Same way in private.
Toby,
In school,
stop being
never
such a
dated
mood.
girls that he wasn't fully committed to. All
Never
the girls
dated
said he was just
girls.
too defensive.
Ask him about it, Toby.
Aw, come on, that's not fair.
Too defensive, huh? Yeah, be brave, Toby. Take a dive. Take a dive, please. Check the phone. Oh no. Guys and gals, I think it's time to answer another text. Please help me out. Because I'm losing my patience with Catherine with a K, honestly. Kind of getting on my nerves.
No
Are
good
you still at the
_the_forgotten.
stray sheep? Haven't you been there every
STFU
night
cabin.
lately?
Get off my back,
I
woman.
thought you had an upset stomach today. Why are you drinking again? Please take care of yourself. You're not just living for you anymore. Wait a fucking second. She's already acting like she's married to me. Nuh-uh-uh. I don't think so, Catherine. Get off my back. Let's see what we can reply here. Sorry. No, sorry. I'm not drinking. Just outright denial. Lies. I'll do what I feel like. So I picked this, right? Unanimous decision, right? As soon as somebody says yes.
No good
There you
_the_forgotten. Yas queen.
I don't need you on my back every second. Don't worry about me. Everything's fine. No, I need to be more direct.
77.
I'm not causing
To
you
be
any
fair,
trouble, am I?
marriage is kind of an antiquated concept
It's an antiquated
nowadays.
concept nowadays.
But yeah, she is too pushy.
Honestly, the way that I feel about marriage is that, you know, originally it used to be kind of a religious experience, right? But, I think nowadays it's been changed to some kind of experience where you just find an excuse to get everyone together for a ceremony, and it's symbolic and everything, and probably some of the people that get married probably were raised with some kind of dream that one day they're going to have that perfect day that everyone is beautiful, everyone is kind, receiving gifts, love of their life, soulmate, blah, 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 blah. You know, all that jazz. You know, and they're like, okay, one day my target would be to get that one perfect day. And they think that marriage, the marriage would be that one perfect day. But, yeah, I wasn't really raised into thinking that, honestly.
I wish. Curls up in lonely, loveless ball of sad.
Lonely, loveless ball of sad. Hey, you know what, Nogard? There are times where you feel less sad. And if this makes sense, all the times that you aren't sad, you should try to actively exaggerate them in your mind, because that actually happens when something bad happens to you, right? So whenever something good happens to you, instead of your mind just going like, yeah, whatever, and then forget about it, you should go, hey, this actually happened to me. Let's take time to actually stop and savor it.
Joy
you know what I mean?
_goose. I was away
real
for
talk,
a few
absolutely.
Minutes, and now
this game
real
really
talk.
entices real talk. That's why I kind of love
96.
it. Honestly.
What up?
Hello, Gtopia. How are you doing? I'm happy you're dropping by. Although, just keep in mind that this game is kind of 18 plus.
What I missed.
There's kind of real subjects here, and it talks about relationships a whole lot. And it has kind of spicy scenes, if you know what I mean. But, yeah. As long as you're all for that, you can continue watching.
Catherine is trying to guilt trip us for drinking again at joy_the_.
Oh, yeah. Okay, if you're fine, I'm fine.
Forgotten. Also, we do not censor
How
our
have you
speech
been ever
during
since
these
last
streams.
time that I've heard about your news?
Pictopia 96.
Oh, you watch some adult
no,
movies.
Pictopia 96.
I love the way you put it.
I watch some adult movies.
So, Catherine just nagged us on drinking again, and also said a line in particular that was scary. She said, "You're not living for one anymore." So she's already considering that not only he'll accept responsibility for the child, but will also get married. So she's already, keeping a tight lid on his wallet. So let's go. We're really pissed off currently at Catherine.
Joy_the_goose.
I'll show you what she wrote. Are you still at the Stray Sheep? Haven't you been there every night lately? I thought you had an upset stomach today. Why are you drinking again? Please take care of yourself. You're not just living with you anymore. For you. You're not just living for you anymore. That's what she said. That's what ticked me off. Okay?
Pictopia 96.
I'll do what I feel like.
How I told you about my
yes,
Undertale mod.
Of course.
I was planning on
your
doing
Undertale
a Deltarune mod, but it's
a group project, huh?
Meaning people can work together to change sprites.
Well, it's
and
great
stuff.
that you collaborate with other creators and artists like you. I'm sure you can come up collectively with great ideas. So, I don't need you on my back every second, or don't worry about me, everything's fine, or I'm not causing you any trouble, am I? I think I don't need you on my back every second would be accurate.
96.
I'll talk to you
I'll
later,
post a video
or I can
leaving
take
a
care
link
of
to a
myself,
server where you
or,
can join
well,
and
take
change
care.
some stuff.
I could take care of myself.
Joy_the_goose.
It's your life,
Living
absolutely.
For you 0.0, that's because it's
I mean,
your
who
life.
else will look out for you more than yourself? You know, you have the potential to change yourself the most. So, might as well be your own best friend. Am I right? It doesn't mean to put
This is not
others
Night Catherine. Get off my back.
It doesn't mean to put yourself in
Techtopia
front of others.
96. And the best
It's more
part is,
like
there's
you
no
need to be your own
NSFW
close
stuff.
friend too.
You
You
can
need to
stream
treat
it on your channel
your
if
own
you
self
want.
like your own close friend.
Restream.io. Trophy
There's
congratulations.
no not safe for work stuff? Huh.
You've received 100 messages
It's not
today
Peg
in
Night,
Restream
Catherine.
chat.
Get out my back. Oh my god, no guard. It's not Peg Night, Catherine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay, no guard. I need to remember that. Oh my god. Woo!
Joy underscore the underscore goose.
It's not Peg Night, Catherine. Get out my fucking back.
No.
Well, take care. No, bye. Goodbye. Goodbye, that's it. Going towards red. I wonder what that means. So what type of drink should we drink this time? Oh, let's just talk to everyone that we can for now. And then... You know what? Those badass grannies. Let's do it.
Would you like to speak to Lindsay? Would you like to speak to Martha?
Would you like to speak to Lindsay? Would you like to speak to Martha?
You write them down on a piece of paper. When you have lots of things to do you just remember them?
I remember. I don't write it down. I try to remember it, honestly.
This one?
Going towards the red.
20 years ago, Mr. Morgan picked up a ball from the
SMS 77.
Mr. Morgan.
Neither. I forget
You
about
forget
them
about them until the last
moment.
moment. Oh, well, that's convenient, right?
Ice cream. Mr. Morgan likes pouring maple syrup on vanilla ice cream.
Oh.
Likes pouring maple syrup on vanilla ice cream.
Until the time of
5 days till the time of freedom. Okay, those grannies are being ominous again. That's kind of their thing, I guess.
Joy underscore the underscore goose.
Mr. Morgan,
Mr.
yeah.
Morgan, asterisk
My name's
flashbacks
Arthur
from
Morgan.
R2 asterisk.
And I don't take no for an answer. I'll just sit down. And I'll check my phone here. Oh, let's listen for that little breath that
Pictopia
Catherine does at the
96.
beginning of her texts.
Would you rather
Silent protagonist or non-silent?
non-silent?
Honestly, that's a good question
No,
because
did
I'm a big
underscore
fan of the
underscore
Dragon Quest
forgotten.
series, and one thing that I
never
don't like
played
about
or
the Dragon
watched
Quest
Read
series
Dead.
is because
it worth it?
they actually take a lot of silent protagonists for their games. So, as the main hero, and I think they would be the least interesting. Honestly, I didn't like Chrono and Chrono Trigger either. Other than the fact that he was pretty badass, I liked
Joy
his
underscore
colors.
the underscore
I liked his
goose.
character design and the
I love
katana.
not silent protagonists.
But
Joy underscore the underscore goose.
honestly, the
Asterisk
protagonists that I love the most are not silent protagonists. I could give you an example. Let's say Yuri
No,
Lowell
but
from
underscore
Tales
the
of Vesperia is
underscore
one of my
forgotten.
favorite
I
favorite
prefer
protagonists,
silent
and
for
he
self-interest.
is kind of a
But if it's
smart
very
ass.
story-heavy, they
He's
need
very
some
badass
sort
and
of
smart
voice,
ass,
like payment.
and he is kind of an anti-hero. And if he would have been a silent protagonist, it would ruin his character progression, honestly. So Nogar prefers silent for self-inserts. It's very story-heavy. They need some sort of voice, like Paimon. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. You can have like an assistant instead narrating the
SMS
story and everything.
77. Depends a
Depends
lot
a
on
lot
the
on the
game
game
and the way the protagonist is done.
Huh.
Having a
Non-silent
non-silent
protagonist is more along the
protagonist is
lines
more
of
work along
voice
the
and
lines
lines
of
need
his
to fit the
voice and
story.
lines need to fit the story,
It's
the
true.
actions and the
It's
motivation
true
of the
that,
character.
Having a
The
silent
Parker.
protagonist actually
Personally, if
makes
Link would
it
start
better
to talk, I would be
to
quite
self-insert,
unsettled.
right?
Also,
Because
hi, Jay.
you have you have a much bigger ability to
Joy
actually
_the__
imagine
goose.
yourself in the
I
position
love
as the
how in
protagonist.
Cyberpunk V is not silent, but yet you
Hey
can identify
Paku,
with
gracious
him
of you to
perfectly
stop
and
by.
make him
So
/
nice.
her
You're a
your own
VIP in
character.
my heart, by the way. It's you always brighten my day by joining me and seeing what I'm up to.
Thictopia
If
96.
Link would start to talk,
I
yes,
honestly
Link
didn't
wouldn't be the
expect
same.
you guys
That's
to answer
doing a
this
silent
question as well,
protagonist
flushed
quite
face.
right and having an
SMS
incredible
77.
story behind it.
A silent
You
protagonist
love how in
allows the player to
Cyberpunk,
fill in the gap themselves.
V is not silent, yet you can identify with him. It's true. You do have a lot of choices with your attitude, with your reactions, with everything. You honestly didn't expect to answer this question as
Parker.
well, huh?
Oh.
Well,
I always try to check
I know
up
my
on
audience,
my friends,
huh,
dude.
Gtopia?
You know me, laughing smiley.
Silent protagonist allows the player to fill in the gap themselves. Of course, yeah. Just like, the spicy videos. If you've got the point of view, it's way better to, imagine yourself to be in that position. POV videos. God bless POV videos.
Joy _the_ goose.
You always tried to check up
XDDD.
on my... Aww.
Joy _the_ goose.
Thank you, Paku.
A fan of POV
I won't take it for
XD.
granted that I'm your friend. I always will be. At this point, I've been your friend for what, 13 years now?
Thictopia 96. Scammer, may I please
fan
have
of
your
POV.
first and last name?
May you have first and last
You're
name.
retarded.
Tisk tisk, it's like those
SMS
pranks you
77.
would play on Mo when
Good
you
example
tried
of
to
a
call
bad
Mo's
non-silent
Tavern.
protagonist Imho would be
Amanda
Fallout 4
Hug and
because
Kiss?
the dialogue options
Although
do
that
not fit
aged
the lines
badly.
that the protagonist says when you pick one. Thictopia 96.
Non-silent protagonist, Fallout 4,
Use that
huh?
to roast someone.
Yeah, it's true, huh? All the dialogue options do not fit the line the protagonist says. You pick one. It's true. It's true, huh? I have noticed that too. That annoyed me.
No good _
Oh, listen to that
_
breathy...
forgotten. I swallow cum.
It came out perfect in the text-to-speech.
15 years of friendship now I've allowed
Good
to
job,
pick
Noga.
one of our precious friends are precious.
Oh my
Joy _the_ goose. ICUP.
ICUP. 15 years of friendship now. Yay! Of course you're precious. Aww. After all this corona is over, I want to do those weekly meetups again. That would be amazing. That actually kept my sanity in check for a while. Honestly. So let's reply to Catherine, and let's listen to her little breath that she does when I open the text.
Weekly meetups.
How are you doing? Are you still at work? Are you done yet? How should I reply to that? Everyone in the chat, you've got to help me out. Help out Vincent in order to get a little bit further.
I have something better than ICUP.
Weekly meetups, yes, Jawi. I know the Paku IRL for the past 15 years.
Spell.
And we used to hang out with 3 or 4 of our friends every single week. Well, not every single week. Our schedules really were chaotic, but honestly.
The Parker.
No.
Same.
Sorry, I'm still at work. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done, I guess.
Corona and
Sorry, I'm still at work. Yeah, I'm done. Right?
Joy _the_
Jawi, you're not a weirdo.
I might sound like a weirdo, but Catherine.
So, Gtopia, spell URAP. The Paku, same. We all miss our weekly shenanigans. That goddamn corona and its covidiots are ruining everything. Yeah, the people that deny that this virus is going on is really making things a little harder. But I won't get too political here. Jawi, I totally understand your choice. And honestly, the first time that I played the game, I ended up with Catherine with a C. Honestly. That's what happened. I took the choices that I felt like at the time. Well, Gtopia, because I
Noted
trusted
underscore
you.
the underscore forgotten.
Might
I
sound
might
like a
sound
weirdo,
like a weirdo,
but
AJKJKFJHJWHGHMMMBBRRRR.
I can't see you today,
Joy
though.
underscore
I'm
the
busy. Or
underscore
what do you
goose.
want?
Ugabuga.
What do you want? Ooga booga. Ooga booga.
Pictopia 96.
What do you want?
XD.
It doesn't sound that aggressive if I say, what do you want? Oh, good.
Joy
It was
underscore the
positive.
underscore goose.
Bajo, ajo,
Badger.
ajo. Is that the sound of those masks in in Crash Bandicoot? Is that the sound you're emulating?
Pictopia 96. Quatayusha Paz.
QWERTY Uriopias, and you did the rest of the keyboard. I see. In succession.
No good underscore the underscore forgotten. Ecum Bokum.
Eekambookum. Eekambookum.
SMS 77.
TTS
Are we
spam.
doing TTS spam now?
I love TTS spam, especially that it's a nice level, nice background noise.
You heard about the witch?
Nah, it's some sort of
They
Polish
say she's
sentence
behind all
XD.
these thefts.
Pictopia 96. That sounded amazing in the text-to-speech XD.
It did sound amazing in the
Joy
text to speech.
underscore the underscore
Eekambookum.
goose.
Gonna suck.
Ecum
Old
Bokum.
age is gonna suck.
You know,
Arthritis.
all that.
Oh god.
Pictopia 96.
Just indecisive.
At joy underscore the underscore goose is that banjo
You
Kazoo.
better straighten things out.
You've been dragging this out? You'll really see
That
some
is
progress.
Banjo Kazooie. It's true. Eekambookum.
No, it is not.
Joy underscore
was
the
wrong.
underscore goose.
There's a witch.
Ecum Bokum.
Why would I think that?
Where's your sense, Erica, best girl? Look at that. Look at that sense of adventure. Look at that.
SMS 77.
Oh, you're so dull.
Never
Where's your
played
sense of
that. I
romance?
was a Nintendo
Right,
child.
a little spice. Oh God, Erica. Just give me your phone number. Just write it down on this piece of paper. And if I get too drunk, maybe I'm gonna give it a little
No
call
good
and
underscore
just
the
gonna
underscore
rant
forgotten.
3 hours about
Erica,
how
Erica
I was
the-
insecure at work the other day and that I did an error and some higher up told me that I shouldn't do that anymore, and maybe I'm in the wrong line of work this whole time, and maybe I shouldn't quit university, but I quit it for my girlfriend at the time, and maybe relationships are really
Joy
not worth
underscore
going
the
into
underscore
anymore,
goose.
and maybe you could come
Would you
over
I
and
was a
comfort me
family
and be
to
used
court
as
to
a
have
hug
any
pillow while I sort this
electronics
out with you on the phone and with a couple more of these beers, and maybe you could tell me all about it while I rest my head on your sweet thighs, Erica.
Pictopia 96. Sakurai, if you wish to play Banjo Kazooie, you can do so on Xbox. Nintendo fans.
Never played that. You were a Nintendo child, huh? Erica is superior than Erica, huh? Me too. I was a family too poor to have any electronics child. Aww. Well, my first system is the Super Nintendo, even if I was born in 1986. And NES came out in 85, I believe. So my parents were anti-video game. Even when I had the Super Nintendo, I had to play only during the weekend for some reason. I mean, hell, I had self-control. I was able to do my damn homework, okay? I was able to do my damn
Pictopia
homework.
96.
So
I
they
have
should
an
have just
Xbox
left me
360 lying around my
alone
house,
while I tried to
and
play
never
some
use
SNES
it.
during the week. Sakurai says, if you wish to play Banjo-Kazooie, you could do so on Xbox. God. You have an Xbox 360 lying around your house. Well, it's pretty bulky, and honestly, it would free up an HDMI cable if you would just unplug it, right?
that dealer died in the mysterious deaths lately.
Joy underscore
The dealer
underscore
died.
goose. I was born in 2001 and I remember TV with only 3 channels and VHS tapes.
Yes. Oh, okay. So they were really anti-technology. I see. At that point,
Pictopia 96.
gosh.
It
I was
just
selling
never works,
electronics and I
TBH.
witnessed the migration of the world in from those old cathodic ray TVs into the digital age. You know, with the flat panel LCDs and the plasmas. Literally, when I started working there, I worked there for 6 years, and when I started working there, all of the TVs, 100% of them, were cathodic ray TVs, CRTs. And by the end of it, when I was doing my last shift, there was no TVs anymore. We weren't ordering any cathodic ray TVs anymore, officially. Like at the last week that I was working there. And I got to know what HDMI is, what the digital age is compared to analog, blah, blah, blah. In other words, I'm an old fart and I know a lot about old electronics. It's the advantages of being 34, I guess.
Pictopia
You've
96.
seen some shit.
I remember the very first game I played when I was 4 years old. SMS 77.
4 years old, huh?
Heck yeah.
What would be
loved
that
the
game?
static build up on the old CRTs.
You feel
as a
older
child.
than you are.
Pictopia 96.
Oh, I love the static build-up
It
on the
was
old
Mario Kart
CRTs.
Double
I kind of
Dash.
played with it
Joy
sometimes. I would
underscore
put my
underscore
hands,
goose.
but sometimes it would
I
shock me.
feel older than I am XD. Joy underscore the underscore goose.
You still have Shrek
I
2 on
still have
VHS.
Shrek 2 on VHS.
They were still making VHSs with Shrek 2.
You see, Vincent,
Give me a second. I lost tracking because I'm
not the
just
one tagging
removing
along.
one
No,
layer.
I'm the leader. I'm the heir to a successful business.
All right.
A business
There
heir,
you
huh?
go.
Because of that,
I won't tell you which one.
I heard your voice somewhere. Was it yesterday?
It's not what you think. So. I think so too.
Think of it.
Maybe I had some.
Because there's another sheep in the nightmare world that actually has the same
96.
goggles and hairstyle
My
as this
grandma
guy,
still
so
lives
obviously
in
is
Indiana and she
that
has a
guy.
lot of VHSs.
Check phone!
Pictopia
Uh-oh.
96. A lot of them are old
She lives in
movies.
Indiana. Are they
SMS
technologically
77.
backwards in Indiana by
Losing
any
face
chance?
tracking by moving a leg
Sound like a
kappa.
recipe for success.
Pictopia 96.
Losing face tracking by moving a
And
leg.
some of them I
Yeah.
grew up with.
Yeah. Just full body things. Oh no. Hey guys. Guys and gals. I think I've got a new image from Catherine. What will it be this time? Hey. KK,
Pictopia
I
96.
understand.
They're not backwards skeptical smiling.
Mwah.
Joy
Oh,
underscore the
I
underscore
took a new
goose.
picture. Here.
Woo-woo-woo-woo-woo.
Woohoo! Well, let's do the big reveal, but in the bathroom stall this time, because last time I last time I whipped out the picture in public, and Vincent had an adverse reaction, saying, "I shouldn't look at this out here. I should look at this in a private spot. So I'm gonna go in the bathroom. I'm gonna go isolate myself in the bathroom stall." and open this picture right away. What?
Spicy.
Who the hell is
Underscore the
interrupting
underscore goose.
my
Yeah,
almost
baby, that's what
sexting?
I've been waiting for.
Who the
Pictopia
hell is
96.
this? I'm gonna pick this up and
OWO,
yell at them
what's
if
this?
possible.
PogChamp.
Okay, pick up. Oh, I take it back. It's Catherine.
Joy underscore the underscore goose.
Oh, whoa.
Who's this?
Who's this? I can't tell you. No, I wasn't. Or I can't tell you. I think I will go with... which one should I choose? Should I just deny that I was there to start with?
SMS
Or should I just
77.
avoid the subjects
Both
altogether.
sound like bad options. Skeptical smiley.
It does sound like bad options.
Pictopia
I'll just
96.
go with...
OUO.
No, I wasn't. Wait. I can't tell you. I can't tell you is a little bit more honest, I think. Because you're not denying the situation, but technically you can't tell her because your girlfriend isn't really prepared for these new interactions with the person that you cheated with, right? That's putting it mildly. So, I can't tell you now. Technically. Yep! Yep. That was the right choice. At least for her.
Well...
I'm ready to be honest towards Catherine with a C. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Yeah, she's fine. I bet she's A-okay. So let's reply to that text, shall we? Sit down, look at the phone. Oh wait, I had to isolate myself in the bathroom. It's true. I don't want to give away everything to my friends there. Especially Toby over there seems especially thirsty. I mean, he would grab my phone and probably try to send it to himself. I mean, good thing I brought my phone with me. Okay, I'm gonna check my phone. KK, I understand. Mwah. Oh, I took a new picture. Here. Wait. What's the image button? Okay. Oh! Hello! This is very tasteful. Very tasteful indeed. She is a pro at the teasing game. She is absolutely great at this.
SMS 77. Wait.
Yeah, who took that picture? Well, I can only imagine the phone was on a stand and a timer was on.
Damn, she hot usually. Pictopia
Ooh,
96.
woo. Oh, you're allowed to say that Catherine is hot because she totally is. I like that because you could see the form, you know, behind the towel. It's just enough. Just good taste, I would say. So nice of her. So considerate. So let's reply in a really thirsty fashion, shall we?
Goose.
Hot! Don't send me pictures. Do I want to know?
Hot.
Whoa! What a
Pictopia
picture!
96. Oh no, I'm simping, someone help me.
Whoa, what a picture. Oh, it's okay if you're simping someone. Gtopia, if it makes you feel good, you are a king. You're not a simp. You're a king.
Joy __ goose. I don't think that's simping.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's simping either. This is exactly my thing.
SMS
Don't you think this is a little
77.
too much? This is
Truly
exactly
some
my
decent
thing.
Student material.
Exactly.
Pictopia
Finally,
96.
some decent material. You're the king. You're the king. This is exactly my thing. Let's go with that. Let's just encourage the teasing here, shall we? Oh, the music is perfect for this tone of voice.
It's an abbreviation, winking smiley.
Oh. Since that message is in my chat transcript, even if I don't figure out that abbreviation right away, SMS, I'm gonna be able to look at it later in order to try to figure it out. And knowing you, I bet it's pretty clever. There you go. Vincent! Vincent, you old dog! How dare you encourage this kind of egregious behavior? Oh, that was the bathroom again. Why don't I have an option to take a shit? Oh well. Does that sober me up, really? Like, seriously? I'll just drink more if that's the case. Oh, it did. Just a little bit.
That's odd.
You get it, right? The stage tonight is the Inquisition.
SMS
Hurry up.
77.
You'll be judged.
You can't take
I
credit
didn't
for
come
it.
up with it, so
Oh.
I can't take credit for it.
Sometimes I say
So I'd
jokes
love
that
to.
I see in stand-up comedy shows, and I feel bad each time that I do. So I actually say it. I say, "Oh, I didn't come up with that joke." I actually take the time to say to the other person that I'm speaking to, even if that person doesn't care, that I actually didn't come up with that joke and that
96.
someone else did.
You don't get
So
to
I
do
understand.
the shit, it's because bathroom breaks are illegal in the
Bathroom
video
breaks are
game
illegal in the
world.
video game world. No, Travis Touchdown in No More Heroes was totally on the shitter while he was stroking his sword in order to recharge. So I literally mean sword, okay? You should play the game to find out. Is No More Heroes like on the Switch and everything? Because Wii U, it was on the Wii U, but the Wii U sucks. I mean, the only reason why I got the Wii U was to play Mario Maker, but now Mario Maker 2 came out, and now they actually set a date where you can't upload courses anymore on Mario Maker 1. So, RIP! F in the chat for Mario Maker 1. It was an amazing ride. It was so great.
You seem tired.
People are so creative. There's so many artists, so many
SMS
wannabe
77.
level creators that just made everyone's life a little better with their level, you know?
Nothing happened.
It gave me a little bit more hope and humanity, you know what I mean? Like, people are doing this for free.
To subdue love through torture.
Like, labor of love, 5 or 6 hours to, like, upload and create an hour, a level,
long-lasting marriages.
just so that strangers can be happy.
Spend as little time together.
It's really inspiring, not gonna lie.
Excuse me.
Okay, I'll keep talking to Stan
Lose your
Lee.
memory drinking?
Oh, did you?
I already lost my memory drinking, honestly.
I have when
I could tell you all about it after this dialogue.
Especially when I was in my 30s. I started to blank out on amounts I used to be able to handle in my
Oh,
20s. And
so
then I'd
continue
wake up
being
one
a heavy
day
drinker in the
complete
30s,
stranger.
I see.
Ah, so it has.
That currently isn't the
I'm in a
case for
complete
me,
stranger's house.
luckily.
That hasn't happened to me.
I'm at the police station, stark naked.
Oh,
Right?
what the hell?
No.
What the hell?
The work of God.
The nakedness of woman is the work of God.
Someone. In front of God's work of art, it's only natural that your faculties are preoccupied.
Oh my god. What the hell? He's getting a little creepy.
In front of God's work of art, memories are blown away.
Memories are blown away. Don't worry
SMS
about it.
77. Only had one instance
Only
where
had
I
one
drank
instance
enough
where
to
you drank
pass
enough
out
to
forward
pass out,
slash
lose
lose
your
my
memory
memory
of
of
what
what
happened.
happened, and that was my first time actually
Oh,
drinking.
really? The first time? Oh, that must have been so rough and gave you such a bad impression of it. When I was in my early 20s, I'm sorry for those in the stream who surely heard this story before, but I'll do a TLDR version of it. When I was in my early 20s, I was kind of seeking myself, and I was partying every week. Every Friday, I would have a minimum wage job, dead-end job, by the way, and I would go every single week at a party with a couple of my friends, like a dozen of my friends, and we would actually stay overnight at someone's mom's house. Like the mom wasn't out. The mom was out for every single weekend, and that person had that big multi-leveled house for themselves. So we would party there every week, and I would have a blackout every single week for like around 2 years. So I had this kind of ritual where I had to not really a ritual, more like a habit, that on the Saturdays when I would wake up like at 6 a.m., like on the cold ceramic floor of the kitchen, because I wouldn't make it to like a couch or anything, because I would just drop on the floor drunk. I would have to call several of my friends in order to piece together what exactly I did the night before. Luckily, 99% of the time, it was only good things and funny things.
I never had an actual blackout,
but
and I
it
barfed
taught
only
me
once on my 18th birthday
that
XD.
taught me that I could still be functional and be outside of my stream of consciousness.
Good old times,
you know what
XD.
I mean? It taught me that outside of my stream of consciousness actually exists, and it's frightening just at what point it does. Like, there's a lot of things about the human mind that we don't understand quite yet. And I would call my friends up and they would tell me all the different things I would do during that evening. And they would be pretty funny sometimes. And I would be surprised at the things I would do and think and say. It would be slightly different than my normal personality. Honestly, it was kind of someone different, if that makes sense. So, Jawi says, you never had an actual blackout, only barfed. Oh, once on your 18th birthday.
Right.
Well, at least it gives you a tale to
birthday
tell.
Party in the neighboring village, and everyone had
Good
a
old
good laugh
times,
at
huh,
my
Paku?
expense because they tossed me into a
We used to do that several times a week. We were sick.
Joy _ goose.
Drunk
I
Jamie
want to
is
meet
quite
Drunk
different,
Jamie
I have to
XD.
say. Maybe you'll see it one day, but I have a strict policy now. I cannot drink when I'm sad anymore. Only when I'm really happy. But luckily, around you and around, Laz's community, I feel really happy. So I guess one day I could show up a little tipsy. So SMS says, it was all right. I was at a friend's birthday party in the neighboring village and everyone had a good laugh. Yeah, at least they had fun. At least it gave everyone a good time, right?
Oh yeah, alcohol is
They
a
tossed you in the
so
wheel.
definitely never drink while in a
They
bad
tossed
mood.
you in a wheelbarrow. Oh my god.
Yeah, we were a bit intense in
You
our
have the
younger
honor.
years.
You have the honor
We get
of
smarter
being
with
wheelbarrowed.
times /
Alcohol's a depressant, so definitely never drink in a bad mood. Yeah. Instead, I kind of, honestly, I'm glad that I'm able to be myself in this stream. I could say this freely. I'm a Canadian. Weed is legal. I could talk about it freely right now. So, I smoke weed almost every day, and it's such a positive influence to me. I do it, and I take depression meds also. And my doctor actually approves of it. And it helps me a whole lot, even when I'm feeling sad. So that's the advantage that weed actually has over alcohol, honestly. That's what I found. And it doesn't give any hangovers. And, I spent many weeks without even touching it. And I have complete control over my urges over them. Yeah, we were a bit intense in our younger years. We get smarter with times. We're a little smart at the moment, right? We're being reasonable at the moment, Paku, don't you think? So let's check that phone. Did I receive something new? Booze and you. All the different drinks you will have at the bar will get you equally drunk. Choose your favorite. Up to now, I only drank some rum and coke, so I'm just gonna go all the way. I think there's an achievement in order to get all the trivia of rum and coke.
SMS 77. Smarter. Now we just realized
You-
that stuff is pretty expensive.
True, SMS. Oh, why am I... Oh, okay. My emotions didn't switch for a second. Very true, SMS. Very expensive, especially when you want it to taste good. A lot of alcohol is absolutely super gross. And that happens to me. Every single time that I go in a party and there's someone that whips out like a whiskey bottle or a bourbon or whatever, a scotch or a whiskey, that is, each and every time they offer they offer some to me, and I do the same thing every single time. I take the shot. I kind of do like a face. I try my darndest not to do a face, honestly. And I take the shot, and I look at them, and they look at me, and they always, no matter which person that gave me the shot, always say the same line. Not a whiskey person, are you? Every single time, and I'm like, nope, I'm not, considering that everyone else said that. You know what I mean? What is a whiskey person anyway? Someone that doesn't do a funny face after you take a swig of whiskey? You have to be a certain type of person? Do you gain it over time? I really don't get it. Not a whiskey person, are you? Certainly am not, and I don't know the difference between whiskey and scotch and bourbon and all that alcohol that kind of gives me kind of a gag reflex whenever I just don't drink it with a chaser.
There's no such thing. Whiskey is such
There's no
a broad
such thing,
category
huh?
that
It's a
encompasses
broad
so
category.
many different flavors.
Yeah, of course. I have noticed that also. In the different shots that I got, some of them were extremely sweet-ish compared to others. So that would be way too big as a category.
With the name Fizz in them. Do you know where this came from?
I do not know where the fizz-type cocktails. Okay.
Joy_the_goose.
Moonshine person,
person
huh?
XD.
Is moonshine a high percentage of alcohol? I believe it is, like 70%, right? If you do it right, if you really want to get knocked out, if you know what I mean.
They're all sweet, so even lightweights.
SMS77.
Can wash them down like
I
juice.
personally only like bourbon. The sweeter
Bourbon,
the better
huh?
because I don't like the bitter bite of strong alcohol.
The bitter bite. Maybe I should seek out a nice bourbon. SMS. Do you have any recommendations, by the way? Which one would be a nice entry-level bourbon, in your opinion? Like, what would not shock me that much? Just with a little ice, with no chaser.
Give me a rum and cola.
Coming right up.
All right, let's get more of those Cuba Libres.
Which do you think are more pitiful? Men
Which
or
do you
women?
think are more pitiful? Which do you think are more pitiful, men or women? I think that men are more pitiful per se.
SMS77.
Because
Sadly no good recommendations because I don't drink often enough to build up anything resembling a list.
But I'll sure to look up the bourbon in particular, and I'll tell you my impressions once I do. I'll try to remember. I'm very good at remembering, so I probably will. So I think men are more pitiful than women. I'll tell you why. I tend to only pity people that I don't respect. So, and I've noticed that a lot of people in my life, a lot of them that I don't respect are men. So I guess statistically speaking, it would be men in my case. Picked up a cheap Woodford Reserve. Oh, that sounds fancy. Woodford Reserve last time, and it seemed reasonably decent compared to other drinks. Oh, I'll see if I have that here locally in Quebec. Probably do. Men, of course. Okay. I'm gonna answer that, even if that won't really give me some points towards Catherine with a C.
This one?
A lot
of people say that.
When asked whether they'd like to return as a man or woman in the next life, The majority of people say
Really? The majority of people? You don't say. I feel that, bro. I fucking feel that. I would come back as a woman. Absolutely.
So it's possible.
And what'll happen to the human race if men go
What
extinct?
would happen to the
Maybe
human
there'll be a
race if
system
men
where
go
women can
extinct?
fertilize each other and bear children. Men
Yeah.
try just as hard to
Women
live their
can
lives too.
get along just fine after that all the men are
But on the
gone.
whole, I think
So,
women have it harder.
fuck the patriarchy, am I right? I won't get too political.
Shouldn't have.
What are you talking about?
It is the cross I must bear.
It is the cross I must bear, being a man. That's what Justin is saying.
Perhaps we all deserve pity, regardless of our gender.
Perhaps we all deserve pity. No! That's no way to go. Honestly, I don't want pity. Pity is for people that you look down
77.
upon.
Nope, I don't think I could deal with the constant sexual harassment
Oh,
and
the
underhand
constant sexual
compliments.
harassment and underhanded compliments. Yeah, that's a huge disadvantage. I have to agree with you. It's absolute. In fact, I think it's absolutely disgusting that it's still going on nowadays. I mean, you would think that people would learn and would be more respectful in general, but I see that happen all too much. Although, I have to say, society has gotten a little better during the lapse of my existence, I would say. So, I should just take a step back and just realize in the big picture, we are getting
my
better
toxic friend
as a
just
human
wanted me to
species.
help her with game and invited me to Discord server where you need to choose a gender role to have access to rest
A
of the
gender
server.
role?
And
What
only
the
options
hell?
Are boy or
Only
girl.
options are
0.
boy and
I
girl.
felt weird even
Boy
being
and
a
girl.
binary cis
Wait a
heterosexual
second.
man.
Why would you reserve certain sections of a Discord for being a boy or girl? Honestly, when I was little, even when I was a child, I preferred to play with Barbies because they were bigger. You know, they were bigger than standard boy figurines. And
Joy_the_goose. I'm happy I
Wow.
didn't stay on this server.
yeah, even being a binary cis heterosexual man, yeah, I can understand why that would make you feel uncomfortable because it's not so cut and dry.
Joy_the_goose.
Because there's a difference
No,
between
you
biological
need to choose a
gender
gender
and
to
your
have
gender
access to the
identity.
server. SMS 77. I have multiple questions about that message.
I'm just kidding. Oh, hey, it's you. You want to hear about being a real man?
Being a real man? Is he talking about being a real man? I need to join this conversation if that's the case. Oh, come
You know
on.
what you've got to have to be a real man?
Oh?
Joy_the_goose.
Do you know what you've
I think I
got
felt
to have
weird
to be a
BCS.
real
I have
man?
so many friends and PPL I
Of
care
course,
about
me
that are
too.
trans
I shared that
/
sentiment, shall we?
non-binary.
Do you know what you've got to have to be a real man? Now, this is a question that actually means a lot to me. I will not answer a harem because that is
Harem fantasy,
chauvinistic
here we
as
go,
fuck.
Joy_the_goose.
Honestly.
A
A
harem.
harem. Do you want me to... Well, I could answer it for the lols. I could see what happens. Should I just go all out or should I go with my personal answers? I think I'll go all out this time. You know what? I already know the result about doing my real answers. I already did it before and I got the Catherine with a C ending, the good ending, not the perfect one. And okay, so let's go all out. Let's just be full on chaotic. All right. A harem.
SMS 77. Personally,
All
of
of these options scream toxic masculinity. Absolutely.
So yeah, let's go with the me.
Unleashes his full potential.
Unleashes his full potential when he's surrounded by women. Wow.
Flowers of femininity.
Blooming in the shining rays of... Oh my god. This scumbag.
After me.
Not a chance.
I think I'll go home for today.
Yeah, go home, you piece of shit. Go home. I don't even care if you didn't drink enough or whatever. I'm gonna pay the tab for you. Just turn around. I don't want to see your fucking face. Let's drink those problems away. Let's drink all that. Let's drink all that dirty, toxic masculinity away. Refreshing.
Are you all right?
Joy
I'm
underscore the
fine. I can still
underscore
drink.
biz. Is there something like toxic
I think there is.
femininity?
There is such a thing, but I think it's in different subjects. Let's say, for instance, actually, it would be hard to think about a I'll get back to you on that. Huh? Maybe there isn't such a
77.
thing.
Definitely
I'm trying to
yes,
think of an
though
example.
I'd need to sit down for a bit to actually define it properly.
Yes, I would love to hear your thoughts about it, SMS. That's really interesting and boggles my mind. Huh.
Lately.
Aw, Orlando,
really
you're being
hurts.
lonely. Hey, I would hold his hand. I would text him good morning. You know, just cheer him up. Although, I don't think he's the guy that would appreciate that, but still. Johnny,
Drinking?
are you still drinking?
Shit. It's this late already? If I don't go home, I'll make Catherine worry again.
I don't care about Catherine at this
Yo,
point.
Vincent, we're leaving now. You're not going home yet?
The night is young, baby. The
SMS
night is still
77.
young.
Like the expectation
So
to
always dress up and look
and
pretty.
look pretty.
Oh, it's
the
true.
Stereotypical role of the
Oh!
caretaker of the family would be the two easiest examples I could give.
SMS. Mean Girls. Mean Girls is the epitome of toxic femininity. If that makes sense. Mean Girls the movie. That would be absolutely 100% toxic femininity. Huh. And the caretaker of the family. Yeah, exactly. If you're talking to your mom or anything, like you're a girl and you're talking to your mom, and they tell you, "Hey, you're supposed to take care of your husband or whatnot. You're supposed to make the food when he comes back for work and everything." Yes, I think that would be toxic femininity. Yeah, that's a good example, actually. SMS, you're pretty smart. The night is young, absolutely.
Sticking around a little more. Need some time to think.
Actually, I'm just staying behind in the bar in the hopes
Yeah,
that
that
Catherine with a
sounds like
C
it.
will show up.
Still
And just give me, you know, a little time.
Trying to delude yourself and come.
Did I just hear something?
Quit trying to delude yourself and come. Oh, the music changes when she walks in.
Don't call me that. That's embarrassing.
What do you want to do today?
What do you want to do
If
today?
you're tired, why don't you ditch work?
Why don't you
If
ditch
work hard
work?
when you're
Fuck
tired,
work.
You just make more mistakes. That's why you should relax.
If you're too tired,
Your body knows
you gotta
what it needs.
relax.
You should
Listen to your body. That's not what grown-ups do. You know what? If you're gonna do a half-assed job, you know, my real answer would be this one, but let's go all out. That's true. Let's skip. Fuck work. Let's just get a bunch of beers and just hang out. Alright? And talk about our troubles. Nothing can go wrong, right? That's true.
Yeah.
Then go for it. You're hesitating because
You're
you're
hesitating
hiding your
because
true
you're hiding your
feelings.
true feelings. You get nervous so easily.
But that's what I love about you, Vincent.
Oh, Catherine, what a tease.
Oh, am I embarrassing you? So, what do you want to talk
Oh,
about? I'm all ears. So, let's go? Please?
let's go.
Well, I can't go. I have something to do, actually. I have something to do.
You don't have to say it twice.
Oh, Catherine, I'm kind of disappointed that I did not have the choice to let you go for tonight. I'll just say not yet for now and just insist to be there and see if there's any other dialogue here that I would have missed. Oh, yeah. When it's colored pink there, that means that the dialogue isn't done yet. So I would have missed that dialogue. With Erica, best girl.
Drinking here together. Doesn't it bring back memories?
Doesn't it bring
Means we're
back
old now.
memories?
In high school, I wanted to grow up quick and be free.
Okay.
But now that we're adults, I realize that it's
Yeah.
not that easy.
It's not that easy when you're an
You
adult.
guys haven't changed at all, though. You're always hanging out together. I had to laugh.
Yeah,
when
it
we
must be
started
nice to
dancing
have a
at the
circle of
place
friends that you can actually hang out
So
with
what?
at a bar.
It's the only place hiring.
At
I'm
every
jealous.
single end
What?
of your work
Yeah,
shift.
you're
Actually,
hanging
I
out
would
with us here,
love to have that social circle like that. That would be really nice. Vincent is actually pretty lucky.
Where are all the good men?
Even given
What
his
a boss
current
here.
precarious situation,
No way.
Vincent has
He
a
probably
good
heard that.
I made
good
sure to say it
buddies.
so loud just so he'd
kind
hear
of
it.
jealous. Oh, I totally didn't pay
I
attention.
don't have anyone to love. Where are all the good
Where
men?
are all the good men? Am I
SMS
right?
77.
Where
I prefer
are all
to
the
hang
good
out
men?
with my friends at
He
the
probably
weekend
heard that.
around a campfire, but
Yeah,
some
I think
difference, I
it's around the
guess.
same thing as hanging out around the campfire. It just gives you an excuse to just disconnect from whatever else is going on, and just
This
you know
time,
converse
I
and
think I'm
digest
Me raising a family? Doesn't
digest
exactly
your
sound like a
week,
recipe
being
for
able to
success.
chew the fat. I learned that expression because of Radiohead, but to chew the fat
Tea already?
Are you all right?
around with your friends. Oh, Vincent. Big sighs. Whatever are you going to do with your stable relationship?
SMS 77.
Digest the week.
Digest the week is a good expression.
Thank
Might have
you.
to steal that.
It's like you're taking a step back and you're kind of just taking it in, and you have time to swallow and to absorb it.
Goose. God, I miss real talks with
Real
friends
talks with a
over a beer.
friend over a beer, huh? Maybe I should do that in one of my streams. Maybe I should do a just chatting at a certain date during the holidays where I will drink and I could bring some subjects that we can talk about throughout the evening, like a few questions that I would like to answer personally and would like to ask the audience too. And whether or not people would answer the questions, it doesn't really matter because I would just go to the next question. I think that would be a good idea. Just like a drunk talk, I guess. Hanging out, virtually, because we certainly can't do it right now during this precarious, pandemic.
Are you still here?
I have something to do.
What?
Aww.
You're so cold, jeez.
See, I can't go home with you, Catherine, because the story didn't decide that. Apparently.
Hey, are you going home?
I need to go
I have something to
home.
do.
Sorry. See you later,
Well,
sweetie.
bye-bye, Vincent.
No, sweetheart is better than sweetie. I prefer sweetheart. Sweetie sounds a little condescending. Because whenever I call someone a sweetheart, I really mean it. It's never really like, oh, look at that sweetheart, Smoking cigarettes, staring at that ceiling.
Just stay the same.
That gives me Evangelion vibes, Shinji staring at the ceiling in the hospital,
Oh, but I plan to
saying
go back to
an
work after having
unfamiliar
the baby.
ceiling.
We'll just have to split up the housework, okay? You can't throw your clothes everywhere anymore.
Oh no. having
You're gonna have to watch yourself from now on.
See, Vincent is clearly tormented. Vincent clearly needs to get out of that toxic relationship, okay? I think I'm doing the right thing. Don't you? I mean, if all that he's thinking of when he's taking all those beers and just being alone in his room... Oh, the doorbell. If all that he's thinking when he's drinking is that he's in a dead-end relationship...
Joy_the_goose.
Reviewing
There's no
2020
right
Real
thing,
Talk with
skeptical
Chad.
smiley. SMS 77.
That would be amazing.
Reviewing 2020.
Absolutely. I would so
like a
be
good
for
stream
that.
idea for in between the holidays.
Only gray
Someone
situations,
remind
huh?
me to grab a bourbon for that.
Not clear cut
Joy_the_goose.
Well,
Only
if you're
gray
willing to grab a
situation.
bourbon and to attend to one of those events, I'll actually make it happen. Reviewing 2020. Can I use that idea?
This
SMS?
stage will challenge your cognitive abilities.
I hope you can do it with your stream too, SMS. That would be really nice. Okay, so this stage will challenge your cognitive abilities. Okay, so...
Use the properties of falling blocks to wisely climb the wall that stands before you.
Okay, no problem. Puzzle time! Would like to sit in Neos in Real Talk. Hey, Neos is a really appropriate place in order to do that. I absolutely agree. Oh, there's a book down there. How do I get there, though? Oh, I just do that. Okay. Oh, there's a springy. The springies are here. Okay. Now, those ones, they harm me, so I'm gonna remove them. Oh, and they become a bloody pulp, a bloody sheep pulp. So I'm aiming for gold. I didn't get gold in the last one because of that tricky one part, but we'll see what happens. Wait, I know what to do during those little wall situations. You have to do like this. Actually. Okay. So, I push that here. I go up here.
Joy_the_goose.
I shouldn't lose that step. Edge, edge, edge. Edge. Oh, I didn't do that on purpose. I should undo and try to do another way. Okay. I think I remember. Like this. Alright! I still remember.
SMS 77. Sure, go for it. I don't really have any good topics to talk about to make
You
it
don't really have a lot of topics to talk about? I will definitely think up of a list of topics, so if you want, I could give you the ones that I come up with. I really don't mind. So an open conversation in Neos is a great idea. So, I'm gonna edge this.
Joy_the_goose. That's a good idea, SMS.
Little more.
Edge. Wait, I have to do it on here. Okay. I have to be really careful about my my block pushes. I have to do the snake. This is called the snake technique. The game calls it that. You have to take this one, where you are, and push it to the far end of it, and then pull this one. Now, I can get up real quick now. 14 step, it's still fine. I guess they were there to take the fall. Oh my god. Okay, I see. Get the money, get that money. I could get the money over there too. There you go.
I got it. I made it.
Yay! Okay. Grab that shit, Vincent. Grab it. Oh. My thing stopped working. Okay. Grab that stuff, Vincent.
Here I go.
Hallelujah! 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 Hallelujah!
Grab item.
Hallelujah! Sorry, being extra obnoxious here. I guess I'm getting swept away in my
SMS
celebration
77.
here. Grab.
PLZ grab.
Grab. It grab. Oh, look at those sheep. Look at the sheep that the police had.
I'm starting to see these dreams.
Joy underscore the underscore goose.
Wait, did you say you were?
Grab, grab.
See.
So, the sheep are people, alright? If it's not obvious enough, like, the other people are just look like other sheep to... Like, Vincent sees everyone else as sheep, but the other people see Vincent as a sheep. It's pretty obvious from the beginning, so... They're like dropping hints here and there, but honestly, they could have been a little bit more secretive about it. I mean, especially since, you know, this scarf is unmistakably the scarf of the person that I spoke to in the bar a little earlier. And this tie corresponds to the tie of the other dude, and this, you know, the hairdo of that sheep over there is the chauvinistic one. You know, the toxic masculinity one?
I wonder if I'm in this because I was associating.
Same voice, too.
Do you have a wife? Yes.
A wonderful woman who doesn't suspect anything about her cheating. What an asshole. Jesus Christ. I apologize, I blasphemed, but that is my natural reaction to this. People like this, I swear to God.
SMS 77.
Kick him off the cliff. Oh God, I wish.
I'm sorry.
I wish I could just take one of those signs over there, one of those male signs over there, and impale him on it. You know, ironically, because his toxic masculinity would be his downfall, literally.
Hello. I'll get her back.
So, time for the next question, chat. Are you ready for it?
How much longer are we gonna play this game?
Stop complaining and sit down.
Stop complaining and sit down.
Okay. Whatever. Stop being so pushy.
Boss Glam, you're quite good to get through that wall.
You're quite good.
This is the question.
What is the question?
This is the fifth question.
This
Would
is
you
the
consider
fifth
yourself
question.
A sadist or a masochist?
Oh! Oh! Jake Joe! How you doing? By the way, I've got to tell you, Jake Joe, this is a 18 plus stream, unfortunately. I hope you're going to be fine.
Joe 10. Sorry, I have not been to your stream.
Oof, that is a good question. How have you been, Jakey Joe, by the way? If you find that this is an 18 plus stream, sure, go ahead. But I'm not responsible for anything that might happen, okay? Thank you. So, are you more of a sadist or a masochist? So, let's look up the difference. I always...
It's a 18 stream.
It's always... I always get those two mixed up. I want to look it up, just to be certain.
I played 18 games before.
Sadism. So sadism is the tendency to derive pleasure, especially gratification, from inflicting pain, suffering, or humiliation on others. So sadism is inflicting the pain, and masochist is to receive the pain. So which one? No, he's not naked. No, he's not naked. He's got boxers on, polka dot boxers, and he's got horns on. I guess that. I guess horns. Horns counts as an article of clothing now. So.
SMS 77.
Which one?
And he
has
his
this emotional support pillow. Yeah, basically, he hugs it when. He usually uses it when he gets caught by those night terrors. So yes, it is an emotional support pillow.
Jacojo 10. Omk K thought
so
he was
sadist
naked.
or masochist? Honestly, do I prefer to inflict pain? If I had the choice to inflict pain or receive pain, what would I take? Now, that really depends on the situation.
I'm getting a B this Christmas.
You're getting a what this Christmas? I didn't understand. I don't want to inflict pain on others, and I don't mind that much when pain is inflicted on me. So, in general, I'm a masochist. But in spicy situations, honestly, I would be
Jacojo 10.
more of a sadist.
I'm getting a VR this Christmas.
Honestly. So, I would pick sadist, personally. It really depends if anyone in the chat would also answer. If they do, well, I'm going to go with the popular answer, I think. Masochism in spicy situations, I don't know. I already tried it before. Cool. Thank you, Jake Joe. Thank you so much. You like how I changed them, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna go with sadist, because in spicy situations, I tend to really like just giving a little pain once in a while. Only if that person is way into it, by the way. Consensual. 100%.
Damn it, I don't know.
So, yeah. Oh, that was a choice going for Catherine with a C, apparently.
SMS 77.
Not a fan of pain either way.
It's
a forced choice. Proceed to receive and to hand it out. Spicy situations would be a completely different discussion.
Spicy situations would
absolutely.
Be a
Me, it's the contrary in spicy situations for some reason. So I agree with you. Well, assuming that it would be the contrary for you too.
What are you trying to say?
We'll go soon.
So, of course, that person in the confessional is obviously trying to be very creepy and ominous. But you're not getting to me. So, other players answered... Sadist or masochist? What? Is there an equal amount for each? I think that's really...
SMS 77.
Really?
Wow,
that's
exactly
really surprising.
50/50 split.
Because a lot of people played this game, and that sample is really huge. So, that's really interesting. All of the other answers had an obvious, overwhelming majority, but not this one, apparently. Okay.
This is the final area for tonight.
Final area for tonight.
A steep face is in your path. Stay calm and take it step
by step.
Jacojo 10.
It's a
Is this a question game?
Pause.
So, just to tell you, just to fill you in, Jake Joe.
Probably because this one could be answered from a lot of different angles.
Yes, absolutely, it can. Totally agreed. So, Jakey Joe, just to fill you in, just for a TLDR, I promise it'll be quick for the rest of the chat. This game, you play as an unfaithful man called Vincent that cheats on his girlfriend, and you have to deal with the outcome of it. And you get to choose different little answers to questions between the stages, which are horror nightmare stages of you having recurring nightmares while you sleep. But it's rumored that if you die in your sleep, you die in real life too, and it's been happening around the globe. So right now, between the stages, you go to a confessional and you answer relationship-related questions. And depending on the answers to those questions, you can have one of 9 different endings. 3 endings with Catherine, the girlfriend, Catherine with a K, the girlfriend that you're going out with, and 3 different endings with Catherine with a C that you're cheating with. So, you also have 3 endings where you end up alone, which is also perfectly fine as a choice. And yeah, that's basically it. Now we're trying to outrun our nightmares here in this puzzle stage, and the nightmare about a baby, because evidently our girlfriend is saying that she's pregnant. The girlfriend is saying that she's pregnant, so you're having nightmares about babies, of course.
The child has appeared. It's the killer. Do not die.
It figures.
Right, I got it. I got it.
Right on the nose, right? You don't want that commitment, Vincent. Trust me.
Jacojo 10. Okay.
So I'm doing good so far with the face of this wall, huh? I'm doing great! Holy moly! Oh, it doesn't help that the baby is screaming, "Daddy!" Oh my god. It's a little terrible. Shit.
Joy underscore the underscore beast. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss it?
This baby nightmare stage.
Jacob
Oh, just in time, baby.
18 game.
Right, I got it. Right, I got it. Right, I got it.
Oh god. Let's get that thing. It absolutely is a 18+ game. So I assure you, the chat can assure you too. Got very spicy scenes too.
SMS 77.
Oh, I'm doing great.
And there's a bunch of spicy stuff in there.
Okay, let's get that step up. Oh, I did it just in time. I think I'm gonna get gold first try. I spoke much too soon, everyone. Ah!
Why don't
Oh
you
my
stream
God.
on YouTube anymore?
From the beginning, because it was going really well. So I can have the gold in this one. I don't stream on YouTube anymore, but because I'm an affiliate now. So because of being a Twitch affiliate, I can't stream at the same time on YouTube like I used to. Okay. I got my ass handed to me. I have to be careful because it often happens that when I'm speaking at the same time, I actually fail a piece of the puzzle because I'm distracted. But the thing is, I need to deal with it. I need to be able to speak at the same time. It's a skill that you develop over time. That you play video games and you comment on them. God. I'm fine. I'm still okay. I'm A-okay. Let's get on the edge of this. Go up here, push this aside. I almost got hit from that. God. Daddy! That's freaky. Okay. god. I got that.
Right, I got it.
Okay, let's not go there. Let's pick up all that cash. Hell yeah! Alright.
Right, I got it.
Let's not get that. I already have an item. And it's much better.
Daddy sounds so wrong.
Daddy sounds very wrong.
Jacobo 10. And dirty. John _the_beast. Are this your responsibilities chasing you?
My responsibilities are literally chasing me indeed. You got it. This might look like it's not making sense what I'm doing right now in the puzzle, but I assure you,
The impending responsibility.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Alright, alright!
Jacobo 10. Happy smiley. Jacobo 10. Sad smiley.
Oh!
Jacobo 10.
Oh my god, almost got hit by
Skeptical
that.
smiley.
I'm almost there. Oh, that block at the... Yes! Yes! Oh my god. That was so tight. Holy shit. Thank god I still had that item.
SMS 77. Nice.
Not again! Holy shit. Yeah, fuck babies. Fuck responsibilities. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
I did it. It's gone.
The responsibilities, they're gone. Woohoo! Yeah, baby! I beat this night. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Did I get the gold? Did I fucking get the gold?
Congratulations on this.
Yes!
10.
Yes! Yes!
This don't
Fuck
look like
yes!
a routine game.
You'll see. Fuck yes. Oh yes. This is great. Oh, I thought I was good. I got so much better in the puzzles ever since last stream, I guess.
So, what did you want to talk
It was
about?
frustrating at
SMS
some point.
77. You're focusing too much on
Yeah,
the
I think you're
18 plus
focusing too much on the
XD.
18 plus tag.
Joy _the_beast.
Like, not all 18 plus
Yeah,
games
XD.
is constantly porn, you know that? Right?
I mean, yesterday...
Just the subject matters themselves are pretty adult.
What's wrong? You're acting
By the way, that t-shirt
weird.
comes with the collector's edition of the game. I wear that t-shirt for
Joy
a year as
_the_beast.
pajamas.
It's not
The
a
one that
print
she's
game,
wearing right
it's
now
a
with
game
the
with
hearts.
18 plus topics.
Oh, I remember them though.
Oh, I remember them though.
well...
Jacobo 10. I look know that.
Silly.
Silly.
Huh?
Aw, I love that
What's
t-shirt.
this long hair?
Oh!
Shit.
What's this long hair, huh, Vincent?
It off. No telling what she'll do. Oh, that's mine.
Jacobo 10.
Probably off
I'm
my
just
chest.
saying okay.
You know, manly.
Huh? Your chest? Really?
Yeah, you know, it's that... But you know,
Chest
sometimes
hair?
a long, white
Seriously?
hair grows on your body. It's good luck.
But
Oh
this
my
is, like,
god, how awkward.
Really long.
Yeah, I was growing it out.
Oh my
It just fell out by
god.
itself.
Vincent.
Good thing, too. It's bad luck if you pull it out yourself. You know?
Seriously.
Oh, really?
Oh!
It's not from another girl, is it, Vincent?
It's not from another girl,
Why-
is
why
it,
would you say
Vincent?
that?
You know, because if it is, I'm going to die.
Joy
right
_the_goose.
Not
That's
gonna-
anime level of
That's
cringe.
anime level
Indeed.
of cringe.
Then I'll kill you.
Oh?
I die, or I kill you.
Which would be
Which
better?
would be better?
Hey, come on, whoa. Ah!
Fine. I'll give you...
Jacojo 10.
5 seconds.
Yo, chill, get off
No
him.
chill at all. Oh, Catherine, I don't mind that Catherine has no chill. It's kind of nice.
3, 4...
Hey, come on. Quit fooling around.
Quit fooling around, Catherine.
There's no other girl. Right, you're imagining things.
Is that the truth?
Of course it is.
Is that the truth,
SMS
Vincent?
77. Gaslighting.
Okay, I trust you.
Okay, I trust you.
Was she serious? Man, I know she's trouble, but she is smoking hot.
There you go, Vincent.
I'm not going to ask you about the past. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But from now on...
From now on.
If you ever cheat on me, I'll be angry.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, God. What does that ant symbolize?
You don't have to get that, do you?
Whoa, wait, hold on.
Uh-oh, somebody's at the fucking door.
Joy _the_goose.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
big
it's
fucking
true.
ant.
Oh God, everyone, get ready. Shit is going down.
No.
Hey!
Huh?
What the heck? Why is this locked? Unchain this door.
Sure, but hold on a second.
Pause.
Well, what's going to happen? Just a minute.
Jacojo 10. Hey, do you cause on your stream now? Joy _the_goose. OOF.
Who's that?
It is my landlady.
Landlady,
She was trying to open the door.
Vincent. You're really bad at
The
lying.
landlady.
Yeah, I forgot to pay my rent last month. You know,
Oh,
how it
she's
is
so
with money.
cute. Look at her.
You gotta be kidding. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
SMS 77.
She's sassy.
Digging his
Yes,
own
he's
grave
digging
right
his own
there.
grave right there. Absolutely.
What the hell, Vincent? What is this?
Jacojo 10.
I
Do
do
you
say bad words on my
on
streams
your
now.
stream now.
One of my
Like
bosses
fuck
is
and
here.
shit.
Huh? Really?
Not the best time for you to be.
Maybe I should at least say hello.
Joy _the_goose.
He gets real grumpy if you wake him
Diggy grave.
He gets real
Well,
grumpy
if
if
you
you
really
wake
think
him
it
up. Yeah, your boss slept over at your place. Of course that's
He's
plausible.
awake?
up. Hurry up. Outside. Go.
Sorry. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to protect you from the smell.
Huh?
The smell.
Smells. You know, and he was drinking last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm glad I got you out in time. Whew. Hey, we're not that close, but he kind of forced his way in while he was drunk.
Oh.
Ah.
He is your boss, huh?
Yeah, he is.
I don't want
Joy
Vincent to get away with
_the_goose.
it.
Seemed really stressed, so
I don't want Vincent to get away with
Thank
it.
you. Come by after work and I'll complain some more.
Joy _the_goose. He's really bad at lying.
Here.
Yeah, he's
I'll see
fucking
you later.
terrible at lying, honestly.
Owen, I am pregnant. I just wanted you to know.
His fucking face.
God. Shit. That was my last hope. You don't know how that makes me feel.
Joy
Seriously.
_the_goose.
Yeah, I love that face.
That
Only
face.
Atlas would
See
be
ya.
able to do such freakiness. I love it. Very expressive.
SMS 77.
He dead.
He did.
He is in big fucking trouble.
We still need to meet my parents and tell them. Oh, and we have to pick a name, but
We have to pick a name already. And you got to meet the parents.
details later.
And tell them and announce them. It's looming. Vincent, whatever are you going to do? Are you going to confront this goddamn situation directly and have any respect to your girlfriend? Come on, Vincent. Do you have the gall to do it? Oh! Hello. See? Just a little reminder of what you're going for, Vincent buddy.
Joy _the_goose.
Absolutely hot.
Hot.
No, I've made up my mind. I can't let her tempt me.
Oh, I can't let her tempt me. By the way, remember that choice of words.
I gotta do something quick.
May be relevant to the plot.
Future. Still. Is this girl?
Jacojo 10.
Well, isn't she a
So
mystery?
do you still do family-friendly streams?
I will do some Super Mario Maker 2 streams
SMS
eventually, don't
77.
worry.
Not let her tempt him.
Did you see the movie where the guy
But
was,
that's what we're aiming for.
Asshole! And just give me some toilet paper, please.
Quit mumbling.
See, they're best of friends. They could call each other assholes and not mean it. You know what I mean?
Still, this girl.
Still, this girl. Huh.
Girl? Hey, what are you looking at in there? I want to see.
Oh! Give him a piece of that.
Jacojo 10. With no bad words.
No bad words in the Super Mario Maker stream. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. I'll still be myself though. I won't be Jamie like, "Hi, what's going on?" You know, I'll be myself. Oh yes, let's go back to that revolving sushi place. That revolving belt sushi place? Is that how you call them? Revolving belt.
Bite the bullet.
Yeah, you're only saying that because it's not you.
Hey man, variety is the spice of life.
SMS 77.
Hey man, variety is
like
the
a true
spice
friend
of
there,
life.
XD, do not delete that picture. Show me
Yeah,
first.
spoken like a true friend. Do not delete that picture. Show me first. He's a good buddy.
As a single mom, that she would be with you.
What are you, drunk? No, she wouldn't want that.
Well, what exactly do you want here?
Yeah.
My mind and
What
my
do
heart
you
don't
want,
exactly
Vincent?
agree on that.
What have we been
You've
working
gotta be even more
towards
careful.
in this playthrough,
You're caught. You can't
Vincent?
call it an accident.
Your eyes on the prize, Vincent.
I know.
I know 3 reasons. At least 3 reasons why. And they were all in that one picture that was sent to you. Huh.
He always did like to party. Probably party too hard. He had this horrible look on his face. Really? It's like that stuff on the news.
You don't say. It's like that stuff in the
Supposed to be
news.
good for your circulation.
Just like in every single anime, okay? Every prophecy comes true, right? So, because why would they talk about that prophecy if it wouldn't?
Got overtime.
They wouldn't waste
I
your
guess
time
all
like
you
that.
Can do is drink and forget, huh?
Pretty much.
All right. So it's still up in the air.
SMS
huh?
77. Kappa Heaven.
Kappa Heaven.
Nice bar name.
Absolutely, it is. So, I'm going. Oh, I have a text. Orlando. Oh, he's working overtime. Hey, don't be too hard on yourself, bro. Marriage isn't all bad. It's nice to be able to have someone special to spend the rest of your life with. Is he trying to comfort me? That's very nice of him, honestly. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little drinky, and I'm going to save, and I'm going to call it for the day. I would need to tend to my daily arena battle in Sin O Alice, and actually eat an actual meal. Wait, where's the drink button? And did I already save? You know what? I'm a compulsive saver. I'm gonna do it just for the fuck of it. So, save the game, take a drinky, and call
Joy
it a day.
_the_goose. I was enjoying the stream.
Aww. Thank you so much, Jawi. And drink button There you go.
Oh, and I am pregnant.
I am pregnant.
And here I am cheating.
Cheating for a third time. Yeah. It's time for you to tell. So, on the next stream, I believe, will be the end of the end of the playthrough, by the way. So, oh boy. I just want to tell you, everyone that's here, that I had such a great time because of you guys and gals. I'm really happy when you drop by, and I'm really happy when you talk to me while I play these games.
Thanks
It's
for the
always
stream.
super
Have a good
interesting to
evening.
have you around,
See ya.
and I'm really privileged to have friends like you. Seriously. So, aw, thank you, SMS. Have a good evening to you too. So
Joy
until
underscore the
next
underscore
time,
beast.
I hope everyone will stay fabulous and stay real.
Joy
Okay?
underscore the underscore
Bye
boost.
bye.
I'm your friend. Joy underscore
Of
the
course you
underscore
are.
boost.